We are the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told you need a lawyer, but that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or a loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more. Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
The following is a special sports broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg.
Play ball! It's time for the excitement of American Legion Baseball, featuring the Berkeley Post 14 Hornets.
Myers with the pitch, swung on and missed. Jason Myers gets the last out, and the Berkeley Post 14 Hornets are the state champions of American Legion Baseball in West Virginia.
Let's go live to the field and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
Good evening and welcome back here to P.O. Faulkner Park after the rain delay and lightning from yesterday delayed this contest between Berkeley Post 14 and Post 60. We continue here in the fifth inning. 2 outs for the top of the fifth for the Post 60 Knights, who trail at 4-2 to Berkeley Post 14. It's a 2-ball, 1-strike count. And Ian Wolf is at bat. He struck out his first time. We have a new pitcher in the game for Post 14 as Carson Buber's day obviously done with the extended, the delay leading into today. So Riley Morgan on the mound at a 3-1 count now, and this one fouled straight back. Bringing the count full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. So these two teams have not been able to complete a game recently in one day, as they were finishing up yesterday's game. They finished up their game from June 26th yesterday with a 7th inning or an extra inning ball game and a win for the Hornets. And there's a strike 3 looking for Ian Wolf to end the inning. So we now head to the 6th. Our score, Berkeley Post 14, 4, Post 62. We'll keep it here to just kind of recap what's happened so far and also give you what I was trying to say there is that they finished their game from June 26th yesterday and ended up being a win for Berkeley Post 14, 7-6 in 10 innings. So now we pick up with yesterday's game today due to the rain and lightning. Post 14 is in the lead 4-2. And it's been an interesting game so far. The Hornets trailed early on 1-0. They then took a 3-1 lead, and then Peyton Girardin had a home run that was ruled fair, looked foul from up here, but definitely a close call, but ruled fair from the home plate umpire. And that made it 3-2. The Hornets would get a run back, though, and make it 4-2. And now we head to the next half inning here in the bottom of the fifth between the Hornets and the Knights. Berkeley Post 14 leading 4-2. Our bottom of the fifth is brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go to Trips for your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at tripsfloorsanding.com. So Riley Morgan now in the game for Berkeley Post 14 on the mound. And Post 60 is going to turn to their catcher, Mason Everhart. He's going to go from catching to pitching here in the continuation. Trent Canerium is going to go behind the plate. So we kind of reset the lineups here between the two teams. Hornets are coming to the plate here with Christian Alter due up to lead things off. It will be Alter followed by Gross and Cole Lewis. As they've kept things pretty much the same as yesterday. The big change there, though, of course, with Boober being forced out of the game, Riley Morgan coming in. But, hey, not a bad drop-off there at all, if you could even call it a drop-off to Riley Morgan. And Alter jumps on the first pitch he sees from Everhart and has a leadoff single here to begin the bottom of the fifth. The other thing to note is if that game would have continued maybe just a few more pitches, and we wouldn't be here today, because if they got through the top of the fifth, the game would have gone long enough to be finalized. So they were 1 out away from the continuation of the game not being necessary today. But instead, the rain and lightning possibly came right at the perfect time there in that case to keep Post 60's chances alive here as Jet Gross takes a first pitch strike. Gross has grounded out and walked so far in the ball game as the runner takes off for second and Christian Alter. And it's fouled off by Gross for a strike. So he's behind, no balls and 2 strikes to Jet Gross. Gross again playing first base for the Hornets in this game. So Canarium now behind the plate. And Everhart doing the pitching again here for Post 60. And the next pitch, called strike 3. Gross goes down looking for the first down here in the bottom of the fifth. And that'll bring Cole Lewis to the plate. Or at least that's who was due up. It's actually going to be Braden Edwards to pinch hit. So Edwards has entered the game in left field. Give the Hornets some more pop here in this number 9 spot. Lewis has had his fair share of well-hit balls, but just right at the defense as he's now out of the game. But a called strike 1 here to Edwards. Peyton Girardin made a heck of a play down there at third base to rob Lewis of possibly extra bases, possibly some runs driven in earlier in this game. Next pitch here to Edwards is fouled off. Braden Edwards heading into his junior year at Martinsburg High School. Coming off of a tremendous sophomore season for the Bulldogs. A lot of questions was how he would, as the runner takes off for second and Alter slides in safely to second. Throw goes over the head of the Post 60 defense and into center field, but they recover it fine. As I said, there's some questions whether Edwards would be able to handle the veteran Martinsburg pitching staff, and he certainly did that and more. I think he exceeded some expectation. People knew that he would be a talented player, but I think the growth that he showed in his sophomore season might have been a little bit ahead of schedule. As he loses the bat here, sends one to right field. It's going to fall in for a base hit. Alter will head to third, and the bat ends up almost to second base as it slipped out of Edwards' hand on the swing. So, Hornets have runners on the corners. Luckily, nobody hit with that bat over there at second base, and Edwards just had it slip out of the hands and ended up hitting the ball farther than the bat went, which is always a good thing. So, runners on the corners for Post 14. It's back to the top of the order in Cam Moore, who was in the middle of a tremendous ball game. He did ground out his first time, but tripled and hit a double before the rain came, as this one misses outside for a ball. It was initially the lightning, and then, of course, the delay of about 20-30 minutes, whatever the rule is exactly for the lightning delay, and then the rain really started to come maybe like 5-10 minutes later, so that's what ended up taking it out, though, completely, as the field was just unplayable, but also this field needed some water, but not that much water. Next pitch to Cam Moore, fouled away. 1-1 count. So runners on the corners for Berkeley Post 14. Jake Gross struck out looking. It's 1 out here in the inning, and the next pitch misses outside for a ball. 3 balls, 1 strike here on Moore. Alter led off the inning with a single, and the next pitch from Everhart is high for ball 4, so Cam Moore will take his base, and the bases are loaded for Berkeley Post 14. And Braden Oviedo will come to the plate. Oviedo has walked, has an RBI single, and struck out so far in this one. A chance for the Hornets to add on to this 2-run lead for Riley Morgan. Pitch from Everhart. Runs inside and misses for a ball. Honestly, I haven't seen too much of Everhart pitching throughout his high school career and Legion career as well. But, as we know, Post 60 has a big weekend coming up against Post 64, so they need some pitchers probably saved, as Oviedo's going to send this one out toward right field, and it's caught. Throw home will cut the runner off and keep him at third, so 2 gone here in the inning. As Ovi didn't send it deep enough there, so it's just a fly out to right. Ian Wolf back out there in right field for the Knights. So this would be Riley Morgan hitting in replacement of Carson Buber here. And Morgan takes that first one for a called strike. So 1 count. Hornets have the bases loaded. And the pitch from Everhart. Runs inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Riley Morgan, the Shepherd commit, coming off of a good senior season for the Jefferson Cougars, and the pitch here is a called strike 2. Of course, had that arm injury that prevented him from throwing early in the season, as here's the next pitch, and this one slapped the other way into right field. Headed over toward the bullpen for Post 60 and stays in play, but nobody going to be able to run that one down and right, so Morgan will stay locked in here on 1-2. Hornets 4, Knights 2. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1 ball, 2 strike count. The base is loaded. Next pitch here to Morgan, he stays alive. Fouling off that one. So count will remain 1-2. Landon Sifford over there in the on-deck circle. Certainly hoping to get an opportunity to hit here. He had a pair of hits in the game. Morgan takes that next pitch, just misses for ball 2. So Everhart trying to get out of the jam with the bases loaded. 2 gone. And Riley Morgan at the plate. Next pitch to Morgan. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that will end the inning. So Post 14 threatens, has a chance to possibly add a few insurance runs, but unable to do so. We'll head to the 6th. It's Berkeley Post 14 4. Post 60 2. This is American Legion Baseball Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
WVU Medicine is pleased to have physical medicine and rehabilitation, neurosurgery, and neurology all in one place at the WVU Rockefeller Neuroscience Institute Martinsburg Clinics, located in a custom-designed suite on the 3rd floor of the WVU Medicine Spring Mills Medical Office Building at 61 Campus Drive. We look forward to welcoming patients at this larger location in Spring Mills. For more information about the WVU Rockefeller Neuroscience Institute Martinsburg Clinics, call 304-596-5038.
Top of the 6th inning is brought to you by Parsons Ford, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first, Parsons. Berkeley Post 14 leads at 4-2 here as we enter the top of the 6th between the Berkeley Post 14 Hornets and the Post 60 Knights. Nick Verzolini. Back in the studio is Kyle McLaughlin in this 4-2 ball game. Riley Morgan on the mound for Post 14. Morgan doing a good job so far in his limited action in relief of Carson Buber from yesterday. Ian Wolf struck out to end the inning, so we head back to the top of the order in Kason Plogger, who was 1 for 2 in the ball game. He had a leadoff single to begin the ball game on one of the first few pitches and then flew out to center field. He also had an unbelievable catch out there in center over the shoulder. Pretty impressive stuff from Plogger. Pitch here from Riley Morgan. Misses outside for ball 1. Top of the order for Post 60. Running out of opportunities here in the top of the 6th inning as this one misses for a ball. This has to be a tough adjustment for both teams. Kind of a shortened game today as this one misses outside for a ball. And of course, just a few innings that are expected to be played. But you never know with these two teams. They just played 10. So anything's possible. As here's a strike from Morgan. 3-1 count now on Plogger, the leadoff man. And Riley delivers this one. It's fouled off and headed out of play. Make the count full now at 3-2. Morgan delivers the 3-2 pitch, and it's popped up foul again. Next pitch. Slap the other way into right field. Charging in and making the catch is Christian Alter for the out. Looked like Plogger was going to have himself his second hit of the game with a leadoff single here, but Alter tracked it down there and right and made the catch on the run. As this one is swinging and a miss for a strike to Landon Pence. So the Hornets defense did make a few changes, and we'll get to those here in just a second as Riley Morgan misses inside for the ball. Of course, Morgan doing the pitching. It's a 1-1 count. Landon Sifford still behind the plate. Braden Oviedo at third. J.J. Pavanelli at short. Cam Moore at second. The next pitch called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Moore at second. Braden Edwards is playing first base. And then Jet Gross has moved from first to left. Center field is still patrolled by Jordan Camby as this one hits off Sifford for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And then over in right field now is Christian Alter. Landon Pence did at one point move into the outfield, but he's back at shortstop to begin this game for Post 60 as the next pitch from Riley Morgan on 2-2 misses inside for ball 3. So it's back-to-back full counts to begin this inning for post 60. Peyton Girardin in that on-deck circle would love to come to the plate. As we said, he had the home run earlier in the game, so certainly has the power to change things with just one swing of a bat. And he'd like to have a guy on base to do so, as Landon Pence will draw the walk. Obviously, Jordan was going to come to the plate no matter what, but to have that runner on a little bit more helpful there. So Pence draws a one-out walk, and that will bring Girardin to the plate. Besides the home run, he grounded out his first time, so he's been able to make contact in both of his at-bats. Those, of course, coming against Carson Buber, though. So Morgan a little bit different, obviously a lefty. And the left-hander's pitch is high for ball one. Again, Morgan going to Shepherd to continue his baseball career. And you do wonder how many strikeouts he would have had for Jefferson this year if he was fully healthy, as Morgan hits the zone there, 1 ball, 1 strike. And the next pitch is swing and a miss for strike 2. So it's a 1-2 count here on Peyton Girardin. Runner on first. 1 out here in the inning. Next pitch from Riley Morgan. Called strike 3. Girardin goes down looking. So there's 2 outs now in the inning. And that'll bring Trent Canerium to the plate, who started this game on the mound. He's now doing the catching. Canerium singled with an RBI in the first inning and is grounded out, which is a called strike 1. That gave post 60 the early 1-0 lead in this one, as he hit one into right field, rolled down into the corner, allowed Case and Plogger to score from second as a thrower to first, not in time. Just keeping Pence close over there at first is Riley Morgan, the left-hander. Canerium will dig back in here on 0-1. And the next pitch is swing and a miss for strike 2. Morgan working with some off speed. So an 0-2 count with 2 outs. Morgan's next pitch. Called strike 3, and Canerium goes down looking. It's back-to-back strikeouts for Riley Morgan to end the 6th. Landon Pence is stranded at first, and we head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Our score, Berkeley Post 14-4, Post 62. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV10.
Spring into adventure this month at CMA Chevrolet of Martinsburg. We have a great selection of over 80 new Chevys on our lot. Right now, you can get a new 2024 Equinox with up to $3,000 off MSRP. Or get a new 2024 Silverado 1500 with up to $8,000 off MSRP, plus $1,000 in trade assistance cash. And did we mention no payments for 90 days on select Chevy models? Together, let's drive at CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
When you're looking for the perfect gift, look no further than L.A. Roberts Jewelers at 146 North Queen Street in downtown Martinsburg. Choose from a huge selection of unique items, from the finest diamonds that make your eyes sparkle to exquisite timepieces, figurines, and collectibles. Buying from L.A. Roberts Jewelers means that you've made the decision to do business with people who've excelled in the industry for more than 100 years. They'll be here tomorrow when you need them, and if you need your jewelry or your watch repaired, they'll do that too. L.A. Roberts in downtown Martinsburg. Old World Jewelers for a new age.
Bottom of the 6th is brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. 4-2, Berkeley Post 14 on top of Post 60 here for American Legion Baseball at P.O. Faulkner Park in Martinsburg, West Virginia. Nick Verzolini here, and Colin McLaughlin back in the studio. Everhart remains on the mound for Post 60, who trails it by 2. Hornets coming back to the plate. It's Landon Sifford, J.J. Pavanelli, and Jordan Canby due up this inning for Berkeley Post 14. Sifford so far, RBI single, a fly out, and a walk. So doing quite a bit here in this Hornets lineup as usual and hitting in the cleanup spot. Hornets had the bases loaded last time they were up, but couldn't get any extra runs up there on the board, and Everhart's pitch here is popped foul and out of play. If they're going to add some more runs here in the bottom of the sixth, these are the guys to do so. As the pitch here to Sifford runs inside, but he's going to send it toward third base. Good play from Gerard, and he throws to first in time for the out. So 5-3 ground out for Landon Sifford, and that'll bring Pavanelli to the plate. But it just seems like Sifford, Pavanelli, even Camby at times have been big RBI guys for this team, especially Pavanelli, as he takes this one for a called strike. JJ in this game has a pair of hits and an RBI. I'm sorry, has 3 hits. Single, and a double, as well as the RBI. So he's been, of course, very effective. He digs back in here. And fouls this one off and toward the bullpen. Out of play down the right field line. So it's an 0-2 count. 1 out here in the inning. Hornets on top 4-2. Much cooler day for baseball compared to what we have been having, it feels like, but still pretty warm, as Pavanelli's going to send this over the head of the second baseman and into right field for a base hit. So J.J. Pavanelli continues his big day now, a 4-hit day for Pavanelli. 3 singles and a double. Looking to make a pretty good case for the player of the game. Of course, Carson Buber had a great start yesterday, but just hearing from the fans, it sounds like some people are tired of the Carson Buber player of the game. Well, he's really good, so that's what I overheard yesterday. This one is in there for a strike. As this one lined into center field, and Camby is retired. Pavanelli will head back to first, and that will bring Christian Alter to the plate. Maybe we should add a vote for player of the game. That'd be kind of fun. Consider that for football. Yes. Christian Alter fouls off the first pitch he sees for strike 1. So Camby goes down on the flyout. There's now 2 outs here in the inning and a runner on first. Pavanelli takes off for second. The throw down from Canerium up the line over toward the shortstop. But it is cut off. And either way, Pavanelli, I think, would have been safe on that one unless it was a perfect throw, but Evan Williams doing a good job to cut it off. And now the pitch is outside to Alter for a ball. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on second base. Next pitch to Christian Alter, popped up in the infield. And making the catch over there at first is French for the final out of the inning. So again, post 14 threatens a little bit, but can't get a run across. Alter goes down with the pop out to first. And we'll head to the 7th, see if Berkeley post 14 can close it out. It's American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Top of the 7th is brought to you by Mother Shucker's Crab Shack, located at 1014 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. If you don't like it, shuck it up, Buttercup. It's 4-2 our score here in the 7th. Berkeley Post 14 leading Post 60. American Legion baseball action. Riley Morgan trying to close it out for the Hornets. And Jacob Cumley is going to come to the plate to lead things off here for Post 60. In this 4-2 ball game, as Cumley's going to come in and pitch hit. Cumley repping the number 0, and the first pitch he sees, he sends down the third base line, and Oviedo's going to let it roll foul. So Cumley going to hit for Mason Carter, who is in left field. And the 0-1 from Riley Morgan is high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Cumley. We saw Jacob Cumley have a fantastic season pitching for Spring Mills this spring, as the next pitch from Morgan is high for a ball. He's part of a Cardinal team that showed a lot of improvement. And the next pitch from Riley Morgan is a called strike. Morgan's next pitch, low for a ball. Morgan's next pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 3, Cumley goes down swinging. And there's 1 out. Everhart will come to the plate now. Mason Everhart has struck out in all of his appearances so far. I'm sorry, in his 2 appearances so far. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Here's the 1-0 from Riley Morgan. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Morgan, like most pitchers, seems to get better throughout the game. And the next pitch from Morgan, a called strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Everhart. He's moved to the mound and has pitched well, but 4-2 lead here for the Hornets, and there's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Mason Everhart strikes out for the 3rd time in this one. And that will bring Evan Williams to the plate with the Knights down to their final out. 4-2 ball game for the Hornets. They need this victory. It would give them a good record here in the area, as this one hit on the ground foul. Only 1 loss. That was in their second matchup with Post 64, 9-7 loss. They got the 7-6 win yesterday in extra innings over Post 60. Now they're looking to get a 4-2 win here as the next pitch. hit the opposite way into right field for a base hit. So Evan Williams continues things, and the tying run now comes to the plate for post 60. Here in the 7th with Brian French due up, the first baseman. But looks like we're going to see a pinch hitter. Or I'm sorry, maybe. Yeah, we are going to see a pinch hitter here. It's going to be Kyle Rankin to hit here. As I thought I saw French go back and looked a little bit frustrated as Rankin grabbed the bat. And here's a swing and miss for strike one. Obviously, anyone would want to hit in this situation. French spot the 8 hole. He's grounded out twice. So Rankin swings and misses here. It looks like Morgan just kind of blowing it by him in this at-bat. It's an 0-2 count here quickly with 2 outs. And the pitch from Riley Morgan called strike 3, and that's the ball game. Riley Morgan strike out looking to end the game, and the Hornets take both from post 60 in the regular season. These teams will likely meet again next week at the area tournament in Kaiser. Probably at some point with it being just a 3-team tournament, but not, I guess, necessarily. So, for Berkeley Post 14, it's a good win. 4-2. Took, again, 2 days to finish this one out. They come back from 1-0 early, score 3 in the 3rd, add another in the 4th, and get the win. Post 60 would hit that home run in the 4th, but other than that, it was a very good performance for Berkeley Post 14. Let's go ahead and take a 2-minute break. We'll get the post-game show on the other side of this break. This is American Legion Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at FordofHagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
We welcome you back to P.O. Faulkner Park. Once again, your final score here between Berkeley Post 14 and Post 60. Hornets win it 4-2 over Post 60 as we get into the post-game show, which is brought to you by the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg, with a full lunch and dinner menu with daily specials and a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. Hornets win it 4-2, as I mentioned before we went to break. There's a 1-0 Post 60 lead. They took that lead on the RBI single from... Sorry about that. They took the lead on the RBI single there in the first from Trent Canerium, but then went a little bit quiet, and the Hornets would rally back with 3 runs in the third. And then the home run from Girardin in the top of the fourth made it a 3-2 game. Hornets come back with a run in the bottom of the fourth. And then the two teams just pretty much trade outs for the remainder of the game. As post 14 and post 60 would threaten a few times, but nothing coming across. And the Hornets get the win on 4 runs, 11 hits, no errors. Post 62 runs on 4 hits, no errors. Our game summary is brought to you by the Mansion Freddie Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. I'll give you some game stats now, as Cam Moore had 2 hits. Braden Oviedo had 1. Carson Buber had 1. Landon Sifford had a hit and an RBI. J.J. Pavanelli, a 4-for-4 day and an RBI. Christian Alter 1 for 2. Jack Gross gets an RBI. And Braden Edwards goes 1 for 1. Buber went 4 2/3 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned, 5 strikeouts. Riley Morgan 2 1/3, 1 hit, no earned, 6 strikeouts in his very limited work, 1 walk. And then on the post 60 side, Plogger had a hit. Girardin had a hit and an RBI. Of course, the home run. Canerium had a hit and an RBI. Evan Williams had a hit late, and those are the 4 for post 60. Canerium goes 2 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned, 2 walks. Pence, 1 inning, 2 hits, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. Wolf, 3 innings, 4 hits, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. And overall, a good competitive ball game here. Their game stats were again brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Visit them online at fordofhagerstown.com. Finally, the player of the game, that's going to go to J.J. Pavanelli. 4-hit day. Not really much to dispute about that. 4 for 4 with an RBI. Of course, he had some good pitching as well, but nothing quite as dominant as a 4 for 4 day. So, give me Pavanelli with the 4 for 4. The Wendy's 4 for 4. No, we're not sponsored by them, unfortunately. But, hey, player of the game is brought to you by Rocks, and that is fortunate. They probably have some sort of 4 for 4 type deal. But anyway, Rocks local markets with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Rocks, fast, fresh, friendly. For Colin McLaughlin back in the studio, I'm Nick Verzolini saying so long here from P.O. Faulkner Park. And that will do it for this game between post 14 and post 60. Once again, your final score, Hornets 4, post 62. Have a good rest of your night, everyone, and we'll see you next week for the area tournament.
You've been tuned into American Legion Baseball for the continued excitement of high school, college, and Major League Baseball. Keep it tuned to 106.5 FM, AM 740, Comcast Cable Channel 10, and online at talkradiowrnr.com.